So last weekend I ended up at this store called Party Fair in New Jersey. There's actually a whole chain of Party Fair stores dotted across Jersey, but each one kind of feels like a mom and pop establishment where the things on the shelves might be older than you are. Even the way Party Fair was organized was super old school. Like, they had all of the expensive masks on these rows up high near the ceiling. And back in the day, that was like the standard way to do it. You couldn't actually touch a good mask. You had to either ask an employee to get it or kind of sneak your way up the little ladder. That was the way it was in every Halloween store way back when. But I have not seen a layout like that in probably 20 years. So way back then, when I was in a store like this, I would look up towards the ceiling with this mix of excitement and trepidation. Like, I wanted to experience all of the cool Halloween masks, but I was still a little bit afraid of all of those scary monsters. I'm assuming it was the same for a lot of you, but I don't know. I find that I'm often on an island by myself with most things I feel. Now, this store was worth visiting just to see those masks, but the fun did not stop there. When I started really going through those aisles and kind of like looking behind different things to see what was buried back there, I found so much Halloween junk from the 80s and 90s. And naturally, I brought a whole bunch of it home with me. My best find was this cheap Halloween hockey mask, so named as to avoid any copyright battles with Jason Voorhees. It's the same junky hockey mask you'll find at tons of stores at this time of year, but not in that kind of packaging. I absolutely love this interpretation of Jason Voorhees, who manages to pull off a bloody rampage despite the fact that he is literally just a head with hands. And then I found this tremendous set of horror nails. It's not dated, but I am fairly certain it's from the 80s. I love that these are called horror nails, despite the fact that they are just regular fingernails that happen to be a little long. And I really love how the model on this package is doing her best to sell these, even though they are at best 5% realistic. Kind of feel like a bougie Nosferatu. Next are these ninja throwing stars from 1995. According to the package, they are somewhere between safe and harmless. I'm not exactly sure what started the trends, but when I was a kid, ninja costumes were incredibly popular on Halloween. And at least for me, it preyed on my own inclinations to wear nothing but black and to avoid being noticed by anybody ever. My last find was this alternate version of the scary Jason Voorhees hockey mask, now rendered in chrome silver. Now notice how the mask on the package is completely different from the one in the package. This is actually the exact same mold as that junky white one I showed you earlier. Oh, if anyone hasn't seen the movie Jason X, I am now in the position to explain the entire plot in less than 5 seconds without using a single word. Anyway, I am so glad I found this random party store in Jersey because it just reminded me so much of the Halloween stores I obsessed over as a kid. When you go to a Spirit Halloween store or even a Party City, the stuff is cool, but you can't shake that vague sense of homogenization. It's as if everything in them was made at the same place at the same time. But with a store like Party Fair, it's more like you're rummaging through an antique shop, where every single item has its own secret history. So while I understand that most of you don't live near any Party Fair stores, I'm guessing that you live near a store with a similar appeal. So my advice is to get out there and start hunting, because you never know what sort of life-changing items you might find. Thank you for watching my review of the Random Party store from New Jersey.